and here we are with you still on that dick like crazy.
Don't even get me started on the mic issues.
Oh my god, the mic
Start
issues.
of every single episode. You tainted my soul with politics.
I did not taint your soul. I opened your eyes to the world. Getting to know us a little bit, because we don't suck all the time. I'm Garcia.
And I'm Izzy.
And welcome to Informally Informed. So today, as a celebration of our
50th episode of a podcast.
Yep, who'da thunk it? We thought we'd do a bit of a small Q&A, small getting to know us kind of sessions.
Yes, but there were... When we say Q&A, we're asking questions to ourselves. There's no other person.
Thanks for giving up the gig. Fucking girl.
Shit,
shit. But yeah, she's right. That is exactly what we're doing. So we asked ourselves these questions because we thought, you know what? We've been hosting this We've been hosting the podcast for a year. Just over a year. And obviously, because we are a small channel right now, a lot of our subscribers do know us in real life, but there's some that don't. So we thought we'd answer our own questions because that's who we are.
Yeah, basically.
So question one. Start with question one.
Okay.
That's where we usually start.
Seems logical.
What can I say? Spock. Why did we start Informally Informed?
So we've been thinking about it for a while. Like, when I say a while, I mean like years. Like 5+ years.
Yeah.
We did an audio.
We did. Once. Yeah.
Yeah, many, many moons ago. And then what was it that made us decide that we were going to do it? It was a conversation with somebody.
Yeah. So this time round, we were at your barbecue. Was it my barbecue?
No, it was my barbecue.
It was your barbecue.
Because your barbecue had already started.
Yeah. No, it hadn't come yet.
No, it had, because at your barbecue, because it was the one that 9/11 Steve and Dominatrix Mara went to.
Yeah.
And you'd said hi to Mara, I'm Garcia, and she'd gone, yeah, I know, from the podcast.
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah.
Get off Awaj's dick.
Yeah.
Because she'd seen the first episode.
Yeah.
And when she told me to get off Awaj's dick.
I did. What a throwback. And here we are with you still on that dick like crazy. Except
I'm not quite
he's
on
probably
that
going to
dick
be the next
anymore.
Prime Minister. Good.
I'm not quite on that dick anymore.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm not going to lie. So it was just a conversation that we had, really. We were talking the way that we normally talk. And I feel like someone said to us, "Oh, what, you guys should start a podcast," and we were like,
"We've thought
about this. We've had this conversation."
We did one episode and we got really excited because we just put it onto was it Spotify? No, it wasn't Spotify. SoundCloud, and we had 3 people listen.
Yeah, we were super like, oh my god, and then it fizzled out because we never did follow that up then, and then we just decided to go for it. Really. It was the timing was good. People that we knew at the time they had equipment, so it worked out for us. Yeah, it seemed like a good idea. And to be perfectly honest with you, I know that you probably can't. I hope you can tell from our podcast, but I think that we're quite funny. And I think that, like, in a half an hour podcast, it's hard for you to see, because you don't get to see, obviously, behind the scenes and the things that happened before that. Because we will quite...
It's very simple to answer that question. Shit show.
Yeah.
I mean, don't even get me started on the mic issues.
Oh my god, the mic issues.
Start of every single episode, but anyway.
Okay. I feel attacked.
I mean, I wasn't telling everybody that was the one thing that you were supposed to take responsibility for. You just outed yourself for that, okay?
Thank you for that. Thank you for snitching. Dry snitching, if you will.
Hey, you're the one that took offence. What was I supposed to say?
It's fine. Anyway. Because I'm the forgiving sort. Yeah, so it was the timing was good, and I felt like, well, to be fair, we've been friends for a long time, so why not? Yeah.
10+.
Too long. Yeah. Too long. Enough time for me to enter my villain arc. Yeah. For a huge betrayal.
I remember that night, actually.
Yeah.
I remember the night that we met. It was in Tank Bar.
Yeah, and that brings us on to one of my questions, which is, how did we meet? How did we meet?
One of your questions that you already know the answer to.
Of course I know the answers to them, but we've already established that we're asking ourselves these questions, okay?
Okay, so we met in Tank Bar.
We did, in St. Helens Town Centre.
I feel like that's the end of the story, I'm going to be honest.
We got into a slight disagreement. And
did we? What
yes,
about?
over politics. And I didn't think I'd ever see her again.
I don't remember this, because I wasn't really that into politics before I met you. You tainted my soul with politics.
I did not taint your soul. I opened your eyes to the world. I don't remember what we were arguing about exactly, but we got into a little argument, and then I didn't think I'd ever see you again, and then I did. You were just then everywhere. And then we became friends. And also because you were friends with someone I already knew.
Yes.
So
indeed.
you just kind of were there, and then we just became friends.
Oh, to go back and change
shut up. This is the baby Hitler thing you wouldn't. Anyway. Yeah, so tell me about what do you do? Why am I asking you all these questions? Am I interviewing you? Is that what's happening here? Because this is what it's turned into.
Clearly,
I feel like I'm doing all the labour.
Interested in me than you.
I feel like I'm doing all the labour. Which brings us to my next question. What do you do for the podcast? Like, how does the podcast come to be in the form that it's presented?
Oh, so I basically do all the editing.
Mm-hmm.
All the editing.
Yes, we had that when you said all the editing.
The editing.
Yes.
And, it's fine because it means, I can make myself look better than you. I'm joking.
Yes, she does.
I don't do that.
I got problems with the editor. Anyway, go on.
You've never once complained about my awesome editing skills.
I haven't, because I don't have any. If I had editing skills, then I would absolutely complain. But
to be fair, I tried to teach you.
You have tried to teach me. It did not work. And I tried to teach myself, actually. And it's not that it didn't work. I wasn't that into it. And I feel like in order for you to really learn something, you have to be interested in it.
Yeah. So basically, what essentially happened was we decided that you actually decided that we needed DaVinci Resolve, which was one of the best editing softwares out there. I'd never heard of it because I had zero editing experience. And then you essentially built me a computer.
I did build her a computer.
With fantastic processing power to be able to deal with it. There was lots of issues at the time because whenever I then went to render anything, it would crash the computer because there wasn't enough processing power, because rendering high quality like H.265 takes a lot of processing power.
Yep.
And your bog standard computer just won't do it.
Yeah. Ask me.
What
do I do?
We haven't finished the story yet.
Oh, right, go on.
And then I basically, so you built me the computer. I then basically went on the internet and learned how to edit.
She did.
And it's been a learning process. But, because there's nobody else. We do it all ourselves.
Yep, this is our crew.
So within the editing, the social media, the coming up with ideas, the planning for the episodes, yeah. So anyway, what do you do? What do you do for the podcast?
Well, thank you for asking, Isabel.
You're welcome, Danielle.
Thank you for asking. In actuality,
Hang on.
This is my moment. You're stealing my sunshine.
Sorry. God.
Are you okay? I don't need to die.
It's gone.
Okay. I don't need to die today.
And because I'm the editor, I'm going to edit this bit out.
I know, yeah. But I don't need to die today because I'm about to answer my question. Don't be selfish. Anyway. So, I don't really do anything. I don't know why I just said that. I don't know why I just said it with my whole chest, though. What do? I do, like, the tech stuff, I guess. I fix stuff when it's broken. I keep a spreadsheet, which has cost.
Do you?
Yeah. Do you not?
Yeah, but it hasn't been used in a significant amount of time.
No, but
You
I
do the
still update.
microphone stuff.
I do. Like I said. Okay. Let me start that again. So I do all the technological bits. So I set up all the mics, all the things that your typical crew would do. I do. Setting up the mics, doing the sound. Go on.
No, all I was going to say is I remember some more bits that I do.
All right, let me finish. So I'm trying to steal my sunshine. Yeah, that's what I do. I do all the technical bits. I like, as you said, I built her a computer that had the processing power to do what it needed to do. But again, that wasn't just like, that was also trial and error, because the original computer that was built didn't have the processing power which to do that. And so it was trial and error to get there, but we got there in the end.
You also downloaded the software for the microphones and
Yeah.
do all the, tweaking with the sound and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, it looks really complicated. But you taught yourself how to use that software like
Yes.
I taught myself to do the editing.
Yes, I've had to teach myself a lot of stuff and figure out how to use. So for the sound, I use Adobe Audition. And I'd never heard of that software before we started doing this podcast, but I had to go online, just like Izzy did, and teach myself how to use it. Trial and error, because I mean, you guys have had to suffer through some of the sound errors. What else do I do?
So
The social media. Oh, go on.
yeah, I was going to say with the social media aspect, I edit out like 2-minute clips. I do them both vertical and horizontal resolution. I then send them over to you. You put little clips up on social media. One of the things I do is the YouTube stuff. So I schedule all the videos, download them all up onto YouTube, create all the thumbnails for every single episode and stuff like that. But you do the social media and the mics and...
Speaking of which, follow us on Facebook, Informally Informed. Follow us on Instagram, X, we're over on TikTok. Get us into your everyday viewing. But yeah, I think that between us, we just sort of play to our strengths.
I think so.
The things that we're able to do, or not even able to do, because also time is a factor in all of this stuff. Time's a factor, because we don't live together. We don't spend all our time together, because that would be weird. We each have our own lives. We both got jobs, so we do things around it, and around our existing social lives, I guess. Yeah, we just make it work. Not all the time, and that's not to say that everything's always smooth sailing, because it just isn't. But we make it work.
Yeah, we book in filming sessions, well in advance, so we know what we're doing.
So my next question for you is, where is it filmed? I don't know why I'm asking that, but these are my questions. Where is it filmed? And how did we come to film here?
It's in your living room, Garcia.
I know that it's filmed in my living room, but they don't know that it's filmed in my living room. It's filmed in my living room. But we didn't start, we did start in my living room, actually.
And then we moved to my house for a bit because we did
puppy.
The puppy.
Yes. Kale was a puppy then. She's a year old now.
And it also worked out when we had guests. We were going to
Yes.
film at my house because I have the table. So when we had Sebastian round for our Trump-Harris debate, it worked really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
So that I do sometimes miss filming on the couch though.
My couch?
Yeah, because it was just a bit. It was funner then. We were so all over the place, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and so what's next for Informally Informed? Now that we've made it to 50 videos, we've made it to over 500 subscribers. We're on the up and up. Look at us, rising.
Rising stars.
Yeah,
Two little ugly ducklings rising up into beautiful swans.
First of all,
well,
how dare you? And secondly,
I was going to say one ugly duckling and this.
I knew she was going to say some bullshit. Just answer the question. What's next for us?
1,000 subscribers.
Yes, I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and thinking bigger, 1 million subscribers. I would love to get to. I mean, why not? Shoot for the stars. Yeah, and sort of last question.
Okay.
How do you, it's not the last question, but I feel like I should say last question.
Okay.
What do you want for this? What are your hopes and dreams, Isabel?
Interesting.
I know.
Interesting. As they say in
I'm amazing.
Russian.
What can I say? I mean, I'm thinking of these questions on the fly.
What was
Brain
the
power.
question again?
I don't remember. No, I'm joking. It was, what do you want from this?
I mean, do you want the honest answer?
Yeah, of course.
I want to get monetized.
Oh yeah, me too, sure. I also want to get monetized, but we were talking about this before filming this, because I guess I'm answering a question that I haven't yet asked, but I'm going to ask myself right now, which is, what keeps you going? Why do you do it?
Oh yeah, that's not the... Maybe we should cut that bit out, because it makes me come across like an arsehole. Ask me the question again.
You are an arsehole. There's nothing that anyone could do about that. That's just the way you are. The question is, why do you do it? Why do you continue to do it? I mean, now that we've hit the highest heights of 500 subscribers, what drives you?
I mean, I feel
motivates you to carry on?
500 subscribers is a peak. I mean, let's be honest. We might as well just hand in the towel now.
I don't want to be like that, but you know.
So I enjoy it. I find it helps me. I think it improves our friendship.
Improves it. Interesting. I'm joking. Go on.
Okay. I think it...
Why is it taking you? Why are you coming to a blank to think of like...
No, I'm not. I'm trying to think of another word for improve.
Another way to say it improves it.
I think it's a fun thing for us to do together as besties. I think that it keeps our conversations interesting. I think it allows me to work on skills that I never had beforehand, such as not just editing, learning YouTube, creatively doing the thumbnails, research when it comes to certain topics, being able to think of replies on the fly, under pressure when you've got, a microphone in your hand. Maybe it might help with public speaking. I mean, in theory, there could be 500 people watching this, And I think it keeps my life interesting because there's so many things that I've learned. Like when we did that episode on the differences between men and women, there's so many things that I just learned from doing that, And then, do you know what, right? Funny story. So I was in work the other day and we had a conversation about the differences in men and women. I didn't bring it up. Somebody else brought it up. And then I just sort of said, look, at the end of the day, women are better communicators. I don't even know if we were talking about men and women. We were talking about something. And it was then relevant for me to then come in with, look, women are better communicators. Women have 2 speech centres, men only have 1, blah, blah, blah. Women are better at multitasking because they've got more connective tissue between the 2 sides of their brains. There's a reason why 97% of all secretaries in this country...
Go watch that episode.
There's a reason why 97% of all secretaries in the UK are women, sorry. And then from the back office, one of the managers just scoots in on one of them wheelie chairs and went, Izzy, why is it you always sound like you're talking out of some sort of statistic book? I mean, like every conversation I have with you, you drop in some statistic. How do I even know that? I'm sure you're just making half of these up. And I'm like, I'm genuinely not. Like all the statistics I come out with when we're having conversations in work are absolutely 100% true. I just have a good memory for numbers. I genuinely don't know what else to tell you. But I knew that 97% of all secretaries are female in the UK because we'd done a podcast on it the week before.
Yeah.
But I'd failed to provide them with that information in work. Yeah. So I just I'm whipping out all these. Yeah, I think it makes you a better debater and a better arguer because you know what you're talking about. What about you?
Why do I do it? For the bands. That's actually the truth. But... for the same reasons, I guess, but I guess in my sphere of things, it's not so much like, so I can get a different perspective on things because I'm already friends with you. So
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah, so it's more like,
I didn't say different perspective.
no, I know.
Okay.
I'm giving you my reasons.
Oh, I thought you were saying it in response to me, and I was like, I didn't say
No, in response to you, you're a terrible
Did you
person.
just look? Did you
Yeah, I
look me
did.
up and
I
down?
did, and then just said you're a terrible person.
That's so fucking disrespectful.
Oh well, you live and learn. Anyway, yeah. So with that being said, I don't know. I feel like I do it because I like our friendship.
It's alright, I suppose.
I know how that you have feelings underneath, deep some more. There are some feelings, and I know how you feel about me, and I like hanging out with you, quite frankly. And if we're in a position where we can, because we do these are not just filming sessions, because in between that we hang out.
Yeah.
These are not just let's go plan our topics, because we have breakfast. So it's just, it's hanging out with my friend, but also the engaging bit, the fact that, like you said, it's a learning opportunity to learn about things, even some things that I'm just not interested in, because it's come up as a topic. So I get to learn about the world and what's going on in it, and it helps me keep my pulse on what's happening. I like having conversations with people anyway. I like having conversations about many a topic, and I enjoy that because of the way that we've structured our podcast, because when we were doing our lessons learned series, that also gave me a perspective on on your values, the things that you've learned, and sharing that with people, and I quite like that idea. I think I could be a cult leader, and so I enjoy the idea of teaching the masses.
I think that you would not make a great cult leader.
I think that you would say that because you're a hater.
I think you would confuse people. I think the messaging would be lost.
I think it would be fine. I reckon I could be a cult leader, actually.
I think that if you stand up there in front of your avid followers and say things like, I think you should all follow me, but at the same time not, without any explanation whatsoever. Which you do a lot.
I do that. Because I'm giving you choice. I mean, you can if you want to,
you'll
but
say
you don't
things
have
like,
to.
that's what, like, in our podcast sessions I've noticed, you'll say things like, that's 100% true, but at the same time it isn't. And I'm like, that makes no sense.
Because it's two
That
sides
makes
of the
no
same
sense.
coin, because it might be 100% true to you, but it, at the same time, isn't.
No, not even, not, it could be something like, something that's, like, factually based, like, we do 100% live in a class system, but at the same time we don't. And I'm just like, what are you talking? And then I say to you, what are you talking about?
But either way, regardless, can we get back on topic? Which is why I do this. I do it because it's fun. I enjoy doing it with you.
Can I just add, in 20 years' time, if this video is played in evidence against Garcia's cult leadery trial, how she convinced multiple people to commit mass murder, whatever weird shit that she got to as cult leader, then I want to say I had no part in this. Okay.
She totally did. I'm just going to be honest with you. If I've committed a crime, she's probably there. I'll just be honest. If I did it, she masterminded it. She helped me plan it. We did it together. Fuck it. Like, yeah, I'm telling you now. We had this conversation earlier.
If I'm the one that gets caught, we did it together. If
no, that's not
got
true.
Caught,
no, that's not true. That just, I'm at home, bro. I ain't outside. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just like doing it with you, to be perfectly honest with you. And
yeah, it's good fun.
And I like that when I've also a similar story at work. I was at work talking about one of the world wars. I was talking about Israel-Palestine. And I was going on about this, talking about the dates and all the rest of it. And one of my colleagues said to me, how the hell do you know this? We just discussed it. So I knew. And besides, I'm already interested in that kind of stuff. So I already knew. And it gives me a sort of intellectual outlet, even though we're just talking to no one in the room.
Yeah.
So
and I also feel like when I'm having conversations in work, and I'm dropping these mad stats to anybody that stands there long enough, it makes them think I'm more clever than what I actually am.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. Okay, fair enough. So people that think that Izzy is smart,
No,
be aware.
no. I do have a knack of being able to read a statistic.
Yeah,
and remembering it for years and years and years past when I'm sure its relevance ends. But I generally didn't realise that I did it until somebody in work was like, Izzy, why do you have a freaking statistic for every single topic of conversation I've ever had with you? You've had a statistic for it. I'm like, oh.
I like the size that we bring to this as well, because we're different people. And we are so different. This brings me on to my next comment that was made. It's not so much a question, it's a statement. It's the last one. A lot of people think that we're not actually friends. Fix it.
What?
A lot of people think that we are not actually friends.
Like who?
I've been asked this so many times.
It's because we disagree with each other, and most people don't disagree with their friends, I think. I
think that, yeah, it's almost as though you need to have the same thoughts on things.
I think it says a lot about people where they have to agree with their friends all the time about everything.
I do think that there are some fundamental things that we just agree on. And then I think that there's some things that we just don't. I don't know. I think that we are actually friends. Let me just put that out there now. We are actually friends. Do I like her as a person? I struggle with that. But, no, I'm joking. We're actually friends. We've been friends for a long time. And we just are able to just put some things aside, to be perfectly honest with you. Because sometimes friendship is more important. No, that sounded really gay.
So, no, we're able to put things aside because, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
And most people are really petty and can't have a disagreement with somebody without throwing a hissy fit.
Yeah. So, that's to get to know us, guys. Yeah, we're actually just, we're enjoying making this podcast. Why is it that every time I come to say this, we are enjoying making the podcast.
As chief editor, I'm leaving that bit in.
You're annoying. But we do enjoy making the podcast, and we'll continue to do that. Please continue to help us grow the channel. Thank you for subscribing if you're already subscribed. Please subscribe if you're not, and send this to all your friends.
Garcia?
Yeah?
Happy 50th episode anniversary.
Let us know if you agree or disagree with any of our views. That's the point of the conversation. Join in.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.